Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the next build guide that I'm going to be doing. That's going to be for the Warrior. I haven't played the Warrior too much. Obviously, I play a lot of Necro, as you can see from the previous video. Let's see how much I've played the Warrior. 14 times, 4%, so I don't have like a ton of experience. As you can tell, I played a little more Thief. I'm not very good with the Thief. I might come out with a build guide or something for the Thief, but his playstyle kind of doesn't fit mine very well. The way you have to play Thief. So let's let's take a look at this build here. This build is going to be more of a support role slash damage dealer. Good for 1v1. You can kind of sustain a bit on 2v1. But it really shines when you're with your team because you're going to be doing a ton of healing. You're going to be giving yourself might. You're going to be giving your teammates might. So you're just all around a good support class with this warrior build. So I'm going Mordor Amulet just because it gives me a little more sustain. You can go Berserker if you're more comfortable with this build, or once you play it a little bit, you can go Berserker just to give you some more damage. But since obviously I don't have a ton of matches with him, I go Mordor right now. We go Rune of Strength, just gives us might duration because we're going to be kind of a might build to get a lot of our damage off. This gives us power for more damage. So it's all around good for this build. Go energy here, which is always good to go because it gives you a little more endurance, which helps you get a little more evade. Cleansing just to remove a condition. We go courage, gives you a little bit more might, and you get some more damage when you movement impair foes, which just also has a lot of crowd controls and impaired movement abilities. So it also has a lot of moving and impaired off of yourself. So if you get locked down and immobilized, you're able to get out of that pretty easily with this build. So let's look at our actual build here. So first we're going to go tactics. And then discipline, and this is a spellbreaker. Alright, so let's look at tactics here. So this is going to be a might, and it also gives might to teammates, so get more damage. This is going to immobilize a target when you cripple them, so more immobilized, and helps you do damage because the thing about this build, you don't really have range, or you're going to be all close range in people's faces. So that helps keep people close to you, especially if they're trying to run like a thief or something. Just a straight 1% damage increase. This is a good, this one, Shake It Off, goes with the skill Shake It Off. So this adds some more healing. It's a Condi Cleanse for you and your allies, so that's good support perk there. And when you're applying might, you get heals, so that's good for your allies. This skill gains reduced recharge and heals allies, gain healing power based on your power. So the more might you have, the more healing you do. And the more power you have, the more healing you do. So that's why, again, if you look, going Berserker Amulet is pretty good with this build. You just you lose sustain with it, but a little more sustain. Your health goes down by 5,000 approximately. So now if we look at discipline here, we're getting adrenaline on weapon swap. So you're going to be wanting to weapon swap as fast as possible. This gives you your adrenaline. This lets you use these two abilities right here, which are mainly going to be used in your 2. A little bit of your 1 if you get immobilized or something. This another removes immobile, run faster while wielding melee weapons, and deal increased damage while you have swiftness, movement skills, break, immobilization. So that's nice. That synergizes here with the shield. Then this move here, and I do not think our axe gives us, but it's just for here, so it's nice. So you can say you get immobilized, you can switch to here to use one of these skills, the shield or the leap. So that's really nice. Weapon swapping recharges faster, so that helps you swap weapons back and forth. Like I was saying, you want to swap as fast as you can. Just keep swapping. And you're removing conditions when you're swapping. Again, help. That's all synergizing together. This one, you're gaining might when you swap weapons, so it helps you. Just helps more damage, more healing as well, because it synergizes here with this skill. You're getting ferocity, which helps you with your crit. It gives you adrenaline. So if we come over here, so your crit here, that gives you more crit damage. Your ferocity, your precision gives you more crit chance. So when you're critting, the more excuse me, the more ferocity you have, the higher your damage is when you crit. And on this build, we're critting almost every other hit. So that's really nice. That's very helpful. So looking at Spellbreaker here. We're looking at full control here. Ugh, I can't speak today. You absorb the next attack against you and counterattack all foes around you. Foes struck by your counterattack are interrupted. So that's nice. Skill. It also helps you get damage. This is where we're looking at your number 2, and that's why you're using this number 2 over number 1 more, because this helps you get stability. It helps you get resistance to your conditions, and you pull conditions on yourself. But the conditions are going to be doing damage to you. You daze foes. You give them slowness. You give them cripple. This is also a good skill. This number 2 here, your full counter. To stop somebody, because you get 2 seconds of stability. So daze and stun inflicts immobilize. So again, that's what I was saying about earlier. So if you daze or stun somebody, here's a stun. That's going to immobilize them. Here's another daze, immobilizes. I don't know if we have any more of those. Let me double check. And I think we have this immobilizes here. There's another stun, so that's going to mobilize. So you got several of those skills that kind of synergize with the no escape, that helps keep people stuck in place, so you can just slap damage on them. This is going to remove boons. When you pull, knockback, stun, all that stuff, which you get several of those, so that works well. This stacks on to full counter. And gives that cripple and the slow. This one, gain insight when disabling foes or removing boons. Full counter refreshes all burst skills on hit. So that's nice. That kind of just helps you keep going. Full counter deals additional damage and grants resistance. So that gives you the resistance to conditions and more damage. So that's good. Real good in this build. It helps out a lot. Let's go over our skills here. We're going to go Knife Shield. So I always like to start off, and you'll notice if you play this game and you come up against a warrior, they always seem to start off with this one, because usually somebody starts attacking you, trying to do damage on you. So this will block that attack. Then you can hit them with the stun, which is going to immobilize them. And if they immobilized you, then that's going to remove that. So that's nice. And then you can just kind of hit your other 2 abilities however you feel like it. You can immobilize them again. Then you can switch over to your axe. It just is going to be your damage. This is going to be more your escape. And This could be help with escape because this leaps and this leaps, so you can move faster with those skills. And you can also immobilize, so you can use this to engage, to immobilize somebody. You can switch over to your damage. This slaps a lot of damage. It's really good for that. This one is good as well. I mean, just damage, gives you quickness. This one's your only really range ability, so you can hit somebody from a little bit of a distance and cripple them, which immobilizes them. That works really well as well if they're trying to run away. Just more damage, gives you fury, so that way you do more critical strikes, so that's good as well. And then if we look at our healing, it's just basic healing ability, gives you adrenaline, gives you endurance. It helps out nearby allies, so it's a good healing ability on this. This one has 2 charges. It's a shout, so it gives you fury, it gives you might. It also gives that to your teammates. You have 2 charges of this, so it is good just to spam this first before you engage, or you can of course you can engage here, and then switch over, hit this ability, and then start stacking on damage. This one is really good if you're getting focused. It helps you don't take damage. It breaks a stun. This is another ability you want to hit all the time. It has 2 charges. It breaks stun. It cures conditions on you and your allies. It heals you and it heals the allies, so it's really good. And this is your ultimate ability. This is just really good because it gives you swiftness ability, cripple, immobilize, chill, boons. So it's just real good skill to have, and it also gives you additional skills here. So if we look at the bottom here, this is a knockdown, which synergizes with this build. Stun, which immobilizes, which the knockback does as well. So you get a lot of crowd control with this this build, and you get a lot of healing, a lot of sustain. So if you have any questions about the build, feel free to leave them in the comments. We're going to switch over now to some gameplay, kind of showcasing this build. Hope you enjoy. Alright, here we go, guys. So I'm going to go home. So this build is pretty good for that, because you can win a 1v1 easily. So if somebody comes, like say the thief, or maybe a mesmer, or somebody that has good mobility, comes to home, we're going to win that. And I start off with, on my setup, I have it as F1 because I have it mapped to, I have 7 buttons on my mouse, so it's easier. Hit my F1 and E ability there to get to the point as fast as possible.
You've lost Dragon.
I'm going to cap this and go to mid and help.
You've captured Lion.
And this is where this build shines the most, is helping out at mid, or helping in team fights in general. So I'm going to focus this Necro here. We're going to stun him and hit our other abilities. Hit our block. This ult just to CC this Necro hard so they can't get anything off. And we're just going to keep getting him, chase him. Keep switching our ability, or switching to our different weapons. Our number 2 to get Might, Fury for more damage. And we got this Necro down. And that was my goal there. It's 1 less we got to worry about. Now we got 2 more. We got a Ranger and Revenant, it looks like. So we're going to focus this Revenant down. Get stunned there, but we're going to hit our Might. Gives our allies might and healing. Stun, immobilize. Switch back to axe. I haven't switched yet. I should have switched there. See, that was a mistake on my part. I could have been doing a lot more damage. And that goes to show you that I don't know the warrior as well as I probably should. But you can see, even with inexperience on the warrior, this build's pretty strong. And now we're just trying to lay damage again on the Necro. Try to get him off point again. This is the one we killed at the beginning of the match. And we got him down.
Artifacts are accruing power.
And this build's a good hard counter to the Necro because of how much CCs we have. So we're just sticking around mid. We're just trying to control mid and help out with the team fights here. We're not really the person on our team that should be going from home to far to home to far to home to far. But if our team's going to move, we're going to rotate with our team, and we will handle that as.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Now I'm going after this Necro again. This Necro probably is like, why the heck does this warrior keep coming after me?
You've lost Lion.
Because I know I counter him pretty well. And one less Necro to deal with on the field, the easier the fight's going to be. Now we're going to take the Revenant on. He's the next damage dealer. So here we go. And the Revenant's down. The Thief's going to end up running anyways. So we'll try to put some damage on him. Get him out of here. Now we're taking damage, so now we're running. If you see that, we hit our F1, our dash shield, and then our leap with our knife, just to get away, to get some healing off. So, good disengage with the knife shield. Now we switch back to our axe to get some damage laid down.
You've lost Dragon.
And the Thief has way too much mobility. There's no point chasing. We need to fight on mid. The Necro is coming back for revenge, but as you know, I'm about to CC this Necro, and the Necro is going to go down. Or
You've captured the field.
Necro's going to CC me. That was a good disengage on the Necro's part. They have staff, so they have that fear, which is just a mark to put down. But we're just going to stick around mid. That way we can help out on the fights. Here, I don't do the greatest job and I end up going down. But it is what it is. Can't win them all.
You've captured Lion.
And I'm going to try to use my rally. So the rally, what it does when you're down is it gives you an ability to get up. If you kill somebody
The Colosseum's artifacts
during your rally,
power.
you will be permanent up, but if you don't get that kill, you'll die. You'll see in a second here. I go for it, and I go down. If that guy didn't interrupt me on my first stomp, I would have stomped him, killed him, and would have continued on and would have been revived. But they had a good interrupt. I didn't have any... I don't think I had my stability
The
move
artifacts
up.
have reached maximum power.
So here we see there's a guy on home. He's just,
You've lost
it's a ranger.
Lion.
He's just chilling there, and I'm going to try not to be seen so I can just get the decap. Because if he stands on it with me, we're not going to get the decap, and they'll be getting points. He's coming back because he noticed, and we're going to engage again with that block, like I said. Then we're going to try to stun him, but he blocked it. Then we hit him with R, and we get them immobilized. Switch over to the axe, hit the might. Our F4 ability, hit it again. Try to get as much damage going as possible. We're going to try to hit our number 2 when it's up. But this guy's CCing me pretty hard. And now we're getting 2v1, so let's see what we do with this. We should be able to sustain. Now we're going to run because we're losing it, and There's no point in giving them 5 points and the the node. Give them 5 points in the node, then there'd be ticking points along on top of getting the 5 points. And then you can see this ranger, he's going to chase me down.
You've lost Lion.
And this is what people do all the time, and it ended up backfiring because I'm luring him to my team. Watch this. Here comes my team. And engage him. Stacking on the damage. Here comes my Necros helping. And I'm going to CC the crap out of him by using my ult. And now he's down and dead. And that's number one reason you don't chase.
You've lost the field.
So I'm trying not to engage just to get my health up, and then here we go, we're going to engage. The Guardian's not somebody we should be engaging. There we go. The Revenant needs to go first. Guardian's not going to really do much damage. He's going to be more of a sustain. So you got to kind of understand who to focus and who to not as well.
You've captured Lion.
See, I'm going to chase this guy. If I don't get him down right here, which I do, I would have disengaged and if he was going to run away, and then I'll come back to node, because there's no point, just like what that ranger did and got stomped because of it. That thief's just going to run. Nothing we can do about that. We got the Revenant back.
Maximum power.
If you notice, my F4 and my F6 is down constantly because I'm constantly using it. Those are abilities you want to button smash in fights, in team fights especially, because it'll be helping your team out.
You've captured the field.
And we have this Necro up here fighting us for I don't know why. They're by themselves. They don't have any teammates. And he's going to drop down and then drop back up, so I'm going to wait for him. And there he goes. He did it. See? Now we're going to turn around. And try to take him down. He's using his fear pretty well to get me off of him. And now I'm getting concentrated. Luckily my build sustains. And here goes the thief. This is what the thief's good for. He's good to come in, poke, and then get away. So that thief should be running right now. He shouldn't be trying to engage. That's exactly what he should be doing. But he ran into a teammate. So he got squashed because of that. But if he would have ran away sooner, he would have got away. And that's 5 less points for us. He could have went over to a node and decapped it. And this Necro is just going to die again because it's 3v1. No point in engaging there. Already had that fight won. And here we go again. Let's take this Revenant out. They did a ton of damage to me there, but the Revenant's almost dead, so I should come back up.
You've captured the field.
Now we got to try to keep them from getting a revive. Finisher downs are always should be a priority because it's extra points. That's one less person fighting you. And if you watch soon at this fight, you'll see, like, look at now, I've got Fury, increases our damage for crits. We had 15 might on us, that's power. So then the might's also giving us healing, more damage. So once you start understanding that on this build, you'll understand how to use them. And see how we engage by stunning and immobilizing. And then that's it, and that's game. So let's look at our stats.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
So we got a 37% healing. That's pretty good. We did a lot of healing, a lot of support for our team. Bunch of kills, 17. So very, very good game. So if you guys enjoyed this, please smash that like button. Peace out, everybody.